The Scarlet Railway engines are delighted of the winter season. It may be cold and misty in the mountains and hills. The engines don't mind. They are looking forward to finish their jobs before their big Christmas break. Ivo Hugh is excited about the winter season coming up. He was almost done with his chores at the transfer yards. He pulled into a siding and was just about to set off to the sheds when the station master came up and spoke to Ivo Hugh's driver. "Leave those trucks there, please. The lorry has broken down," the station master went on. "It just got loaded with Christmas trees ready for the market tomorrow, but an axle broke." "Well, what do you suggest then?" asked the driver, scratching his head. "That Ivo Hugh takes some trucks for the stranded trees, and then goes on to take them back here to the transfer yards. Could you do that?" "Of course," said Ivo Hugh. "I would like to help." "Good, but you better get back here quickly before the sun sets." "Don't worry, I'll make it back here in time." Soon they collected the trucks in the guard's van from the yard and set off. When Ivo Hugh arrived, he could see torches by the line side showing them where the plantation men were waiting. They all leveled the trees onto a small hand barrow and pushed them a dozen or so at a time to a place where they could load it into Ivo Hugh's trucks. "Thank goodness you come," said the foreman. "Probably save our bacon you have, and no mistake." The men loaded the trees as quickly as they could, but it was very cold, and Ivo Hugh shivered as he waited, but at last they were ready, and Ivo Hugh puffed down the valley. He glided importantly through the junction under clear signals and soon reached the transfer yards. While the men were unloading the trees, the foreman came to see Ivo Hugh. He was carrying a splendid Christmas tree under his arms. "The men and I thought you might like to have this tree in your shed for Christmas. I don't know what would have done without you, and I shall write to the thing controller to say so." "Thank you so much," said Ivo Hugh. "Thank you again, and Happy Merry Christmas." And Ivo Hugh set off back to his shed with the Christmas tree in tow. "There will be one big Christmas party held at the first station," said the thing controller. "All the children from all the schools along our line will be attending, and I will need one engine to collect all of them. Any volunteers?" Scarlet and Duke looked at Ivo Hugh. "Why not you go for it? After all, a youngster should learn about how to take children along down the line. They can be a bit rough," said Duke. "I'm sure you will actually learn who you pull it." The thing controller agreed. "Okay, Ivo Hugh, you will do it." "What about me, sir?" said Luke. He was also eager to pull it. "Not this time, Luke," said the thing controller. "Perhaps you can do it next time." "Oh, okay. What do you want me to do then?" "You can shunt trucks in the yard. We'll be quite busy, though, with the supplies coming in." "Okay, sir." Ivo Hugh was excited as he went down the line pulling coaches loaded with children. It was hard work as the coaches were full and very heavy. He was glad when he reached the station. The children got out of the coaches and ran towards the station building that would lead them to the party. The railway's Vicar, who seemed to be worried as he had thought he had forgotten something, but he didn't, and he went into the station building, but he came back a few seconds later looking very worried. "This is awful," he said. "I stupidly left my costume behind." "Costume, Reverend?" asked Ivo Hugh's driver. "Yes, I'm to give out presents, and I was going to dress up as Father Christmas, but I left it in a box at a seat at Crowburn's gate." "Maybe I could go back and get it," said Ivo Hugh. "No time. I'm supposed to be ready in 20 minutes. Then Ivo Hugh remembered something. "Wait a minute. Luke is at Crowburn's gate, shunting in the yards. Maybe he could do it." "Brilliant," said his driver. "I'll inform the yards." Luke was later informed and was delighted. He went to Crowburn's gate station, picked up the box, and raced over to the first station as fast as he could. Luke arrived and pulled up beside Ivo Hugh. The vicar was glad to see him. He quickly grabbed the box and raced into the building just in time as the Christmas party began. "Fancy that you're here," said Ivo Hugh. "Perhaps you could help me on the return run, in case my train is more heavier than usual." "Sure," said Luke. "I'll be happy to help, especially I'm looking forward to hear those Christmas carols sang by the children." The party was a great success, and when the children went home, they sang carols so loudly that Ivo Hugh and Luke could hear them. The engines forgot how tired they were, and joined in as they headed back home.